Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel with a new video, and this is the first generation iPhone SE. And let's talk about this phone because this phone is there with me for last 4 or 5 years, and once in a while when I feel bored with these big phones, I switch my phone and I put my SIM card on this. Like how I'm using it now, you can see my Geo SIM is here, that is my primary SIM, and I'm using it my primary device. So you can see all these applications are installed, my emails, I'm getting calls and everything on this phone. And I'll share my experience with this phone, where how it feels using a 4-inch display when you have all these big phones. Let's get started. So first thing first, we'll start with the build quality. As you can see, this is a typical old generation iPhone. As you can see, the boxier design with this new color, that is the pink rose gold color. That time it was the unique color for this iPhone SE, which I got. And on the build quality side, you can see on the back side we'll have this aluminum finish. On top of this bar it's a glass, and on the bottom also the same. Here it's written the similar way as assembled in India, because this was the first phone, if I'm not wrong, which started assembled in India. And this is the iPhone SE first generation. So on the right side you will see the similar pattern like the SIM card tray. On the top you'll be having the standard Apple switch on and switch off button. We have the fingerprint scanner from the iPhone 5s, that is the first generation fingerprint scanner, sorry, the second generation fingerprint scanner, and it works pretty well today also. Left side we'll be having the toggle, the volume up and down, the silent or mute button, and it's running iOS 15.7. that was the last upgrade for this phone, and after that it started rolling out the iOS 16, which is not supported on the iPhone SE. On the bottom you will be getting a 3.5 headphone jack, the lightning charging port, and the speaker grills. This side it's a dummy one, but the actual speaker is on the right side. So you can see this is the speaker. It's a tiny speaker, no stereo speaker and all this thing. That time it's a mono speaker with decent sound quality, but if you compare now, yeah, you will feel like it's a very small speaker, and most of the time you will feel like we need some more volume on this phone. On the front you will be having a very small 1.2 megapixel front facing camera with the earpiece and the proximity sensor. So it looks like a very small camera, you can see, but actually this camera is decent, and comparing to that time it was having a very good quality of camera. On the back we'll be getting this 12 megapixel camera with dual tone flash. You can see you'll be getting two colors, and this is the single camera, no fancy 2 camera setup or 3 camera setup. It's just a single camera with this 12 megapixel sensor. The sensor is very small one, and you can see this is the camera sensor. So that's about the design of this phone. You'll be once you hold this phone, you will feel like it's a very light phone, though it's a very small battery also, that I'll talk about that later. But this is a very small phone, compact size phone, and if you talk about this phone in 2022, then definitely you will feel like you're holding a toy. You are holding a dummy phone. It's a very lightweight phone, and which is actually good when I feel bored about all these big phones. I really enjoy using this phone. So now let's talk about the performance of this phone. This phone is running on iOS 15.7. It's a very lightweight phone, as well as the OS is very lightweight, and you will never feel any slowness on this phone. Even today I have played so many games on this phone. Yeah, the screen is very small and you will feel like, yeah, you will be missing something, but on the performance side you will not miss, though you will miss the screen size, but on the performance side you will never miss anything. It is still a very capable phone, having the up-to-date OS, and it's a very light OS, iOS 15.7. And the processor is, you can say, like, this phone can handle 99% of tasks which your regular new iPhone 14 can handle. So this phone is pretty much capable of handling all these jobs which your new iPhone do. And yeah, definitely you will not feel any performance difference on this. Coming to the camera performance, you can see this is a 12 megapixel camera, single setup camera, which is having a decent aperture. So in very good quality or very good lighting, you will be getting pretty decent pictures. And you can see how the shutter is responding to the clicks. It's really fast, and it has the HDR capability and all this thing, and you can take good photos in daylight, even if in low light condition also. But if it's a very low light condition, then definitely it will struggle, because you have to make a note of that. This is a pretty old phone. Still this phone is performing pretty well with photo and as well as on video also. So you'll be getting all this feature like, and your photo, square, panorama, typical your iOS operating systems camera interface. So you will get all those features which is there on camera application on any iPhone. So that's on the camera side, and on the front also you'll be getting decent selfie in good lighting condition. And yeah, and now if you do, you'll feel like, yeah, this is a very decent camera, not great, but it can handle all your works, basically like video call and all this thing. You can have it on this phone and you will not feel that problem. You will not feel any problem on that. So coming next to the battery life, as you can see, this is a very small phone having a very small battery, around 1700 milliampere battery. But the battery life is horrible now. It's an old phone. I have never replaced the battery, but the build quality is excellent on this phone. I have never replaced the battery. The battery, yeah, it lasts max to max 3 or 4 hours with very light usage. And if you use it heavy, then definitely you have to charge it 4 times a day. But that is expected, as this is a very old phone and the battery is pretty old. I can replace the battery, but the thing is that it's getting the things done, so it's not required. Anyways, it's kind of a phone where I go back to this phone once in a while in months. So yeah, for me this phone is pretty good, and I really love to use this phone. Whenever I feel bored with these big phones, definitely I go back to this phone and I really enjoy using this phone. Thanks for watching, guys. This is a quick video on this iPhone SE. I know that there are not much of information with this video. This is just kind of a video where I felt like, let's talk about this, as this was a very good phone at that time and it's now still capable of handling very well. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like this video. If you do, please like this video, share with your friends, and for this kind of video please subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you in the next one.